Welcome to a new video series in which I'm going to be trying to do something that it's a bit different for me. I've got a new phone, so a new 4K camera, see how that works. I'm going to try, having competed in a tournament last weekend, which is quite a lot of fun, using Space Marines. I saw a list that got my eyes green with envy, and green being the operative word because it was an orc list, and it was like all little buggies and gun trucks and stuff. So I thought I signed up for another tournament on the 19th of March, and then I've spent the week diddling and daddling around and looking at lists and stuff online and looking at STL files that are available for free, and I'm going to set myself a challenge. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try to print and paint 3,000 points of epic orcs and take them to a tournament in Guildford in March on the 19th. So today, it's actually Friday, so it's -1. I'm cheating a little bit. So I've got 3 weeks in a day. It's Friday, I can't remember the bloody date now, the 25th, something like that. And these are the first test prints. So I've got the STLs and I've got some prints. So this is a war buggy, a little bit Lego-ish, a little bit blocky. I think it was probably intended to be, it was designed to be printed on a FDM printer. I'm in a little bit of problems with getting the resin to clean off properly. Maybe I've reused my IPA too much, but I'll have to invest in some new IPA rather than keep cleaning it and recycling it. Cheapskate that I am. So these are war buggies. Let's going to have a bucket ton of these. We've got some Scorchers. Whoop, whoop. Who doesn't love all vehicles? And they're obviously going to be painted red, because why wouldn't they be? I found this little blast marker, so I'm going to print these in a red, clear, ABS-like resin from Elegoo, and hopefully they'll look cool. Just painted red. Oh, well, not painted anything, just coloured red. I've got a bomber here, a fighter bomber. These come in stands of 3s. A little bit underwhelmed by the design. Not so much the kind of, not really the design, the kind of the decoration. These triangles. It made me change my paint scheme, because these triangles are a little bit too uniform, and there's like 2, 4, 6, about 8 of them on there. You can see the sheen here. These have been washed for a couple of minutes in IPA, and they've been cured, but I don't know if over time then resin comes back to the surface. So maybe before I do anything with them, I'll give them another blast in the curing machine. So I'm not sure why there's residue on the front of these, but that's a fighter bomber. I've actually found another STL, the first generation one. This is, so you can see the chicken pox on the bottom of that. It's got a nice little hole for mounting on a stand. So a more primitive design, a squarer design, and slightly smaller design. So I may actually use that one. It's the version 1. This is the V2 Dakar jet. And then we've got a big lander here, who I probably won't use, actually. I think I'm going to go for a Gargant. So I've only got room for one set of jets in air defence, and then a Gargant. And you've got to go for the big boy Gargant if you're going to go for it. But this is quite cool. You've got your landing doors are still open while they're flying along. And there's some bombs for this and the jet that you print and stick underneath it. So good stuff. Good stuff. And I'll show you my list. That's the other thing to talk about before we go on. I stole it from the winner of the tournament. He had Horatio. He had a very similar list to this, apart from, well, he didn't have a Gargant. He had 3 lots of fighters, and he had a lander, and I think he had some, whatever the basic troop blob is called, warriors or whatever, in order to use the lander. But I'm just going all vehicles, so like 3 big cults of speed, 3 big bits brigade, and another small bits brigade of death copters. And it's got a whole lot of anti-aircraft. It's got 12 flak wagons, and they shoot twice each on 6s. So that's 20. It's because those Eldar buggers with all those flyers, yeah, we need something to keep those under control. So it's actually not its full points. I couldn't make it spend 3,000 points because of the way the list is built. But this is day one, obviously. Well, day -1 actually. We've got 21 days after today to get everything printed and painted and ready for Guildford on the 19th of March. So tune in and see how I get on.